gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. At the 22-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Nice play call. A little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
First and 10, and they've got three tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the give, this is Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Prescott from the gun. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So, Charles, a nice throw there by a man who, until this week, was the backup here, elevated to get the start due to injury. How different do you think this offense will be?
Well, the hope is not much, but obviously it's hard to say until you get out there and see how your guys respond. And fortunately, this might just be a 1 or 2 week absence. But I do think that this unit has faith in him. They believe that he can play well, and they're going to band together to give him every opportunity.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. Now a give here to Pollard. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Pollard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
First down, Kansas City.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Harris is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right in the beginning. Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Pollard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Prescott fires one out wide, complete, and unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Jabril Cox there on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he's able to get in there and make a great play.
And the final number here in terms of the top speed that he hit, absolutely absurd. Next Gen Stats has him at better than 23 miles an hour on that one. They go play fake. Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
You do a little play with me, baby.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to run with Harris, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Butker's kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Prescott swinging this out for Pollard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Play action now. Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Like a freight train there. Derek Nottie with a sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this returnable for Hill. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Second down at 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, he's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. 64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He gets it complete to Harris. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Mahomes to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
To throw is Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a 1-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains, wear down the clock, and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Second and 8. Now here's another carry for Harris.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. They hand this off to Harris. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now here's Mahomes. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Najee Harris, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.